Oh, hey there. I didn't see you guys looking. This is Tom Cheshire. Welcome to episode 7. Let's go to heaven. I'm on President Clinton Avenue outside Diablo's Mexican restaurant in Little Rock, Arkansas. Monday evening. Welcome to episode 7. Welcome to TCB Studios on the road. Welcome to Burn It Down. This is going to be our season finale. I want to thank Renée Yaworsky for believing in me. John Phipps. It's been a fun ride, and I believe we're going to be jumping on season 2 shortly in a few weeks. Sitting here, watching traffic go by, thinking about my life as an artist, the people I've met over the years, the camaraderie, community, the friendships that I've made, developed, and how they've grown. This guest of mine, well, what can I say? What a great guest to have on this episode. He's probably my first person I met when I moved to Atlanta, and he's so instrumental in my life as an artist. Half of the people that I'm so close to, that I work with, that I write music with, somehow I met through him. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony, aka Casey Yarbrough. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Shade Beast, how are you? All right. And now, are you on mute? I think we need to get him off mute. Can you hear me?
Hey, there you are.
Listen. There's a couple of sayings. They say second time's a charm. No, that's wrong. It's third time's a charm.
Definitely.
Casey and I are so close that sometimes we finish each other's sandwiches. Yes. You're going to see traffic going by. So sorry, everyone, for the technical problems. But as I've learned in television and broadcasting, and from John Phipps and Renée Yaworsky, this is what happens. The risks you take when you do live television.
When bodies start slapping.
So Tony, yes. Let's keep it PG-13. A couple of your mama jokes. We got this. Cheers to you, brother. We're celebrating. So good to see you, brother. Cheers. So you and I met in the early 90s. I had moved to Atlanta. My parents moved to Atlanta in the late 80s with my younger brother Scott, and so you maybe knew him. But you and I met, and we hit it off like
immediately,
and became best mates. And I remember us playing music in your garage and covering Ramones songs and Bad Religion, and later on forming our own bad bands, but just celebrating life and having beers and laughing at the silliest things, which we still do, by the way. I probably text with you more than anyone, like more than anyone in my life, just the most ridiculous jokes.
Absolutely.
Thank you for listening. It's really funny because we've always been so close, and I do love sharing the Raymond story. So your dad, what a beautiful man. He would come in and we'd be playing the Ramones and Bad Religion and stuff. And your dad would come in, and he was this ginormous man. He like, from what I remember, he this huge harp and a huge person, like Fred Gwynn, like on the Munsters almost, just like this just huge man. And what a beautiful Southern accent. And he'd be like, what are you guys doing in there?
Raymond.
Yeah. And so the Ramones were your Beatles and mine as well. And you would say, he would come in and be like, are you guys playing the Raymonds again? So all these years passed, and we've always kept in touch, but life happens and things happen, and nothing bad happens that make you not talk. But marriages, divorces, traveling, family problems, stuff. And I was in Atlanta a few years ago, and we hadn't really talked in a minute. And I was staying at the Highland Inn and went to get food at Manuel's Tavern to go.
Oh yeah,
and
that was Allison's mom's birthday.
Your wife Allison, who praise, she's so awesome. It was her mom's birthday, and you're like, we're hanging out. And well, certainly, I don't think I ate that food that I got to go. You like have a shot with me. Next thing you know, we're having some drinks, and we start chatting, and I think I just brought that food outside and gave it to a homeless person, and just we had a great time. But we started chatting, and it was this wonderful thing where you were like, man, I'm so sorry, I haven't really been in touch. This is going on, that's going on, and then I said to you, I'm so sorry, I heard about your dad passing away, and rest in peace. What a beautiful man, And I think basically that led to us going to the Righteous Room and taking the party to the next level. And we're chatting about your dad. I said, you remember when your dad used to come in and go, man, you guys playing the Raymonds? And so several shots later, you're like, man, we should do a show doing Ramones covers as a dedication to my dad called Everybody Loves Raymond. And we did it. And we played 2 years ago, right before the pandemic. Me, you, Dwayne, and Marlo Sanchez. Marlo made a brilliant Dee. And we played a show under the name The Raymonds. As a matter of fact, Marlo's wife wanted to kill him. He was wearing his Dee wig for like 3 weeks during practice. And she's like, what's wrong with you? Your wig smells. And he's like, I got to stay in character. Yeah. That is just one of many of the best stories. I really do adore you so much, and you're such an important person in my life that I know. Well, I'm not in a hurry to die. I turn 52 in a couple of weeks, and we're going to talk about that. But I will tell you this, that when I am on my deathbed, my last 5 minutes of my life, I'm sure between 60 and 80 seconds of it, you will occupy that time in my brain, my heart. Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be there. I don't want to be dark, but
I hope so
if you're in the hospital, I'm there.
Man, I can't believe the season finale. I'm getting so dark talking about death. And then millions of shows later, seeing Bad Religion, seeing Green Day before they were big, the specials, Bad Brains, playing in music together, and I am so proud of the friendships that I've developed over the years. And
Absolutely.
How cool is it that like my best friends, you on the top of that list, I've had more than half my life. We met when I was like 23 years old, and my dad used to say, if you got 4 good friends, you are so rich, and I feel I have.
Before or after he said, pay your taxes, don't play with your doo-doo.
Yes, my dad's given me some crazy advice. Never go to a bar in a mini mall. Well, sure enough, I got beat up really, really bad outside the house one night. Pay your taxes. Don't play with doo-doo, which is funny. When we hang up, I need to call my accountant and clear up a couple things. Again, big shout out to Renee and John, and I want to apologize to everyone in Burn It Down Land about our tech problems. It happens with live television. I want to give a shout out to Diablos. Can I get another Corona, please? Yes, thank you. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, building a TV station. But the show, this is what they say in the biz, by the way. They say the show must go
on.
Exactly. See, again, we're finishing each other's sentences.
Exactly. Or finishing each other's ciders every now and then.
Finishing each other's ciders. Yes, I want to be insider. So Eric Lee, who is a great friend of mine, a great friend of ours, we are 10 years and 1 day apart. And we came up with this idea, well, I guess it was 12 years ago now, when I turned 40, because I'm going to be 52 in a couple of weeks. When I turned 40 and he turned 50, he was born March 31st, 1960, which, by the way, I hope I look that good when I'm 62 years old.
Right.
Hands down, the most beautiful man I've ever met in my life. When I turned 40, he turned 50. We did a show called T. Cheshire and Ely Turned 90. Well, now it's 12 years later, and we're doing it again in a couple of weeks. And it's funny, I was telling Marlo Sanchez about it, and I was like, oh, you should come out to the show, T. Cheshire and Ely Turn 114. And Marla goes, man, damn it. It seems like just yesterday y'all were 90.
Marlo is
So,
one of the most
but
beautiful people in the
but
world.
he's so beautiful. When we did this thing and came up with this idea, it really had nothing to do with us being narcissists. Trust me, we're all narcissists. But it was more like we wanted to give back to the community that's given to us, and celebrate our birthday, but do something good with it. So we started doing charities where we would raise money for music and art school programs for kids because the youth are our future. I was thinking about this the other day. I went to see Michelle Obama speak 4 years ago at the reopening of the Whitney in New York City. A friend of mine got me tickets. Like I was like in the third row. It was amazing. And she was, I mean, whether she wrote her speech or not, it was such a smart woman and so amazing. And, Michelle goes, she goes, Barack and I come from very humble beginnings. And all I can tell you is whatever you have, whether it's a lot of money or not, give your kids crayons and pencils and paper and cardboard and encourage them to write and create and dream. And I had chills and arm hairs going up my arms. And I still believe in that. And that's why we do this charity work. And that's why I got started with I Choose Awesome. And that's why I work with Punk Rock Saves Lives. And we have this new charity that has been around for a minute, but I'm just now wanting to get involved with it. It's called Upbeat. And basically, this woman, Kathleen, started as dedication to her brother. And basically, they help independent musicians who don't have, let's say, insurance or medical insurance, and helps them in times when they need it most. So we are doing this charity event on Saturday, April 2nd at the legendary Star Bar. And we have so many friends playing. I think Boots is doing a few songs. Our friends, the Young Antiques, who are awesome, are playing some songs.
Oh, yeah.
Me, myself, Tom Cheshire, Stiff Penalty from Fiend Without a Face and Western Motel, Mike Sheena from Rent Boys and Western Motel. I'm going to be performing under the name TCB. But then you guys, thank you so much. Order of the Owl, one of my favorite bands, favorite people. And like I was on the first time, we were saying this a few minutes ago before we had tech problems, bring your earplugs that night. We're going to be rocking and rolling and shaking each other's asses.
Sandwiches?
Yeah, sandwiches. Thank you guys so much for playing. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, of course. This will be fun. We're going to have a good time. Be our first show since last August, I think, or September.
Yes. And by the way, I'm so glad Brent, your bass player and singer, is doing better. He had a health scare.
Absolutely.
We've had so many scares this past couple of years during the pandemic. Deaths, close to deaths. Cancer has affected all of us. I'm so glad he's doing great now, and we are going to open with open arms. Be so excited to see him.
Absolutely.
And we're going to kill it and have a blast that night for a good cause. So please, anyone hit me up and talk to me about Upbeat, or if you're in town, want to come to the show, or if you want to just donate to the charity. We would love that because that's what we're all about. And that's the thing I was saying. It's like I feel like the luckiest dude and sometimes the richest dude with the friends that I've made over the years in music and in art. And you really are on the top of that list.
Thank you. You too. I've always said you've been my musical mentor.
Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hang on a second. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love it. I'm outside on a corner, and this lady just handed me a Corona.
I need to hang out on this corner.
I mean, she has my credit card, but
we'll talk about that later.
I'm so great. We'll talk about that later. Burn It Down. When Renee and John talked to me about this, I was like, "What? I get to talk to my best friends about funny things that have happened to us." Yeah. Where do I sign it? It is so great, and I love that you can be on again. Listen. It's not open heart surgery. No one's going to die. That's okay if we had technical problems. I bet you Bob Ross right now is going, "You're right, Tom. Who cares?" I just love that you're on, and love to Allison and the puppies and the cats.
And they're doing good. They're in the next room.
I know, man. I wish I was there hanging out with you guys. We're gonna have so much fun, and we're also gonna have so much fun this year because I think we may be overdue to do one more Raymond show.
I think we can do that. Maybe 80s Ravens.
80s Raymond. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Did you? Oh my gosh, I just almost
Oh
fell
yeah.
down.
Yes.
I just almost fell down some steps. Did you see that adorable band of those little
Yes,
girls
that was
covering the
incredible.
Ramones? How
She
amazing were they?
was nailing Johnny Ramone's moves and
Yeah,
doing all the
yeah. Her,
jumping and everything.
and she was wearing a U shirt. It's
Yeah.
amazing. I love it, man.
Yeah, that was pretty great. I was like, yeah, I'm following that. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness, man. What else is going on with you? What is going on with Order of the Owl?
Um, well, our drummer moved to Philly, so he's kind of doing flying dates for us right now.
Yeah,
But we're
we,
really hoping to get into the studio soon and put out. We got about 5 songs that we need to record. I'm talking about doing it at Weston Sound.
oh,
I mean,
West End Sound
obviously,
represent Tom Tapley.
yeah,
I should also say tonight's season finale. Uh, Again, thank you and shout out to Kelly Hester and Death Pickles. Um,
absolutely,
we do believe in paying it forward and keeping it in within our friends and the community and trying to build each other up. There's never going to be any of these jealous bones in our bodies, and we try to push each other, stimulate each other, make each other think, promote each other, and again, build each other up, pay it forward, and never tear each other down. So Kelly
exactly.
Hester, shout out, one of the nicest humans.
Shout out to Kelly Hester.
It's so crazy because I really don't think shout out to Kelly Hester is right. So I think I don't need to make any new friends, but that's the amazing thing that's happened, especially during this pandemic. Uh, John and Renee, for instance, I absolutely adore them, love them. So many people I met during the Come On to My House, a group the past 2 years. Kelly, I only met a few years ago, but instantly he's like Ben Thrower. You meet
Oh
him,
yeah,
and you're like, oh yeah, it's one of my best friends. I'm like, how did I not know him years
right.
ago? But
Yeah, we
Kelly
grew up in the
Hester and
same
Death,
town and everything. It's crazy.
unbelievable. Kelly Hester and Death Pickles best, and the best pickles. Like I said, just go out and try them.
A beautiful thing about that guy is I know everyone loves his pickles. I'm not a pickle guy. Guy immediately starts making jelly, so I get a signature marmalade.
Right.
I mean, how beautiful is that? The guy is just
Listen,
that
it's right.
beautiful.
That's right. So you're not even a pickle guy, but his pickles one are that good, and he is that good. Listen, everyone else is just. I said this earlier. Everyone else is just peanut butter and jealous. Everybody,
Absolutely.
not us, man. So I got when you guys were in the studio. So I have a couple of Western Motel songs that I'm going to be recording that I want
Oh
you
yeah.
playing, that I
Oh,
want you
absolutely.
in on, and I want to scream on this Order of the Owl
Oh,
record.
dude, I've got I wrote a song for my brother, and you're the
Oh,
one that's gonna be doing all the lyrics on it. I got it all
rest
down.
in
You're the
peace
perfect
to your
perfect person
brother as
for it.
well.
Yeah.
Man, yes, we have really experienced some loss this year. And man, dude, so much love to you and your family. And all we can do is continue to encourage each other and build each other up. You know, earbud
Absolutely. I
problems,
lost my earbud there for a
earbud
second. Sorry.
problems.
Sorry, earbud. That was a good movie, right about the Labrador.
Some
Oh, that was
some some
earbud.
little
Sorry.
some little guy just walked up to me, like underneath me, and just whispered. He goes, "Sir, your tacos are getting cold." No, I'll be there
Hey,
in a
I'm
minute. I will
jealous.
be. Yes, peanut butter and jealous.
No tacos. I'm
I
jealous.
Yes, exactly. So April 2nd, the list of bands I'm going to write down and kind of try to encourage more people we're promoting. It's going to be it'll the Starboard will be packed, but I'm so excited to Order the Owl plan.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Joel is I know in Philly now. I'm so excited that he's flying in for this. So
Oh
thank
yeah,
you so much.
absolutely.
Um, I meant what I said about where you lay, where you lie in my brain and my heart. I actually still want you to be on season 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm happy with talking with you, but I'm a little discombobbled. But that's okay, and we'll explain to everyone with technical problems.
We'll talk
Uh,
about it later.
but I want you on season 2 again. But I want to do an interview with you, maybe on your back deck, us
Yeah,
right
for
in front
sure.
of each other. We'll do a sound check. As long as my producer and my director, Renée Yaworsky, beep beep, beep praise says it's okay. We will do that soon. I think we're going to be taking a break. And then we're gonna revamp things up, new intros, music, other guests, and but I have had such a blast doing this. It's something that I've talked about doing for years, interviewing my friends. And what I like to say is, I don't view it as an interview. I view it as a conversation because it's just so easy. I love you so much. They're blasting YMCA in there, and some ladies knocking on the window saying, "Come in and dance with me." Meanwhile, I got clients in 20 minutes. I got to wake up. I got a meeting in an hour. No, I'm kidding around. It's an hour behind here in Little Rock, so it's about to be 9 o'clock here. So I guess it's about to be 10 o'clock there. I love you so much, and I know that when I'm back in the studio, where I can have my assistant helping me out, holding up cards. I know, like, in 20 minutes, I'm going to think of 20 other things that I wanted to say to you. But all I can say is this, is that we both are very rich when it comes to our friendships that we have and the people that we hold close to us in our life.
Absolutely.
Season 1 started off strong, and it's still ending strong. Man, how lucky am I? My first episode started off with Darren Sanders. Last one's closing. Casey Yarbrough. Who's better than me? I'd like to meet the man. That's right.
You got to wait till the bookends.
That's right. And Upbeat is a wonderful organization. I'm going to start posting about that. And we're going to start doing more shows with Upbeat because they're a great charity. And what a great cause to raise money for musicians who don't have insurance.
Yeah, I totally believe in that.
Thank you so much for being my guest.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being my friend. I was texting with my brother Scotty in New York earlier. He said to give you a hug through the phone, so here I am.
Hey, with our arms wide open. There you go, right there.
Arms wide open.
Right in the heart.
It reminds me of that. It reminds me of that Creed song that goes, "With arms wide open," and it reminds me of that other song that goes, "It's been a while." You know that one?
I don't know if I've heard that.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I am a firm believer in there's good and bad and everything. There's great hip hop. There's great rap. There's horrible rap. There's great metal. There's horrible metal. There's great country music. There's horrible country music.
Yeah.
And I think we have impeccable taste and we listen to the really, really good stuff. Sending love to you and Allie and the puppies and the cats. And again, thank you so much for everything.
Thanks for having me.
Renee. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Jonathan.
I hope everyone out there is doing well and staying safe. And nothing but love. Love is all around. And we're going to resurrect and bring this bad boy back in a few weeks, as long as Renee doesn't cancel me. And seriously, so much love and respect. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Absolutely.
Love you, Casey.
You
Tony.
April 2nd.